And then John sort of runs out of words describing heaven. He does what we have a tendency to do. When we get to the point of we've exhausted all our words in telling someone about something, about what it is, then we start saying what's not there, what's missing. And we find John doing that quite frequently. In verse 4, he says, death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain anymore. Verse 22, he says, I saw no temple in the city. Verse 23, the city has no need of sun or moon. In verse 25, there will be no night there. Verse 27, nothing unclean will ever enter it, nor anyone who does what is detestable or false. So John describes heaven as this place of the no mores. I got to thinking about that. If heaven is the place of no mores, then there will be no more colds, no more cancer, no blindness, no eyeglasses, no braces, no wheelchairs, no false teeth, no bald heads, no hearing aids, no crutches. There will be no more hospitals, no assisted living facilities, no long-term care homes, no paramedics, no CPR. Aspirin is gone, accidents over, cancer disappeared, heart attacks vanished, AIDS a distant memory. In heaven, no one grows old and feeble. There will be no more second-class citizens, no prisoners, no slaves, no homeless people. Rejection will be no more, no failures, no handicapped people, no marginalized people, no homes for abused women and children. There be no more denominations, no theological differences, no church creeds, no sectarian worship. There will be no churches. Pastors, preachers, Bible teachers, evangelists, faith healers will have to find new occupations. There will be no more secondhand knowledge, no need for books or authors or poets or philosophers. There will be no more fear, no locks on doors, no bars on windows, no alarm systems. There will be no more night, no darkness, no gloom, no terror, no dread. There will be no more suffering, no disease, no heart attack, no damaged bodies, no tiredness, no hurt, no pain, no mourning, no crying, no funerals, no cemeteries. There will be no more sin, no defilement, no violence, no crime, no greedy politicians, no drug pushers, no child molesters, no gossips, no slanderers, no bitterness, no need for forgiveness. There'd be no more goodbyes. No more saying goodbye to a loved one as their body is lowered into the grave. No more seeing our children grow up and leave us for some distant place. No more saying farewell to dear friends. No more broken friendships and broken marriages. No more misunderstandings that grow into bitter disputes. There will be no more regret, no remorse. Heaven is the place of the no mores. Well, there are 2 points, I think, that we can draw from this. Point number 1 is this. Heaven is a place of such beauty, such grandeur. The biblical writers couldn't put it into words. But what few words they used, they uttered words with the intent of having the reader say, and here's the point, I want to go there. I want to go there. If you've heard somebody describe a beautiful place, eventually you're thinking, well, I just want to go there and see it for myself. I've been watching that PBS series this week on the national parks, and it's wonderful. And you know what it's caused in me to want to do? To go visit every single one of them. And if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon, one of the national parks, or Yellowstone, the first national park, it's beyond description. Pictures don't even do it justice. And so eventually you have to say to the person you're talking to about these wonderful places on this planet, well, you just got to go there. And I think that's the point that the biblical writers are making. You just got to go there. Experience it for yourself. And then there's a second point. 5 minutes after death, earth will have lost all its allure. For those of us who are going to heaven, when we're there, when we step inside those gates, I think the thought's going to hit us. Why in the world did we spend so much time on that planet called Earth trying to make that planet a little more convenient, a little more comfortable? Why did we try to prolong our existence on earth when heaven is so wonderful? Heaven. That's what heaven's like. It's beyond description. It's the place of the no mores. It's the place we have to experience to believe.